This video is intended for educational and training purpose of eye surgeons. Viewer discretion is advised, not recommended for children. Hello friends, this is Dr. Sourabh Patwardhan from Nandadip Eye Hospital PG Training Center, and in this video I will be speaking about how to implant retropupillary fixated iris claw lens, a step-by-step guide. When we see an expert surgeon doing retropupillary fixated iris claw lens, it looks very simple. Tucking the haptics behind the iris by using the iris claw holding forceps and 27 gauge cannula and getting a nice round pupil at the end of the surgery. Looks simple, right? But when you do it, you are in a mess. So my method of understanding any new surgery is to split it into small steps and understand it. So let's go step by step. First step is to secure infusion and make scleral incision 180 degrees apart. Note that the incision is scleral, that is posterior to the limbus. This is very useful trick to achieve good fixation with round pupil. Then step 2 is to clear the vitreous from anterior chamber and then constrict the pupil using intracameral pilocarpine. Step 3 is to place the iris claw IOL over the iris and rotate to the desired position. Coat the endothelium with OVD. 10-0 nylon can be used to thread right-sided claw. It is useful for beginners as it avoids dislocation of the lens into vitreous cavity. Now place the 27 gauge cannula through the side incision. Note that the incision is scleral, and first place the cannula so there is no struggle later to serge the small opening when you are holding the iris claw IOL. Next step is to insert iris claw IOL holding forceps. Hold right at the center of the optic. Avoid pressing the posterior lip of the incision to avoid AC collapse, and stop the irrigation at this point to avoid iris coming out through the main incision. Now the next step is to push the left side haptics under the iris and enclave. Don't worry about shallowing of AC, there will be some shallowing. Push the 27 gauge cannula straight posteriorly to avoid cat's eye. Scleral position of the incision helps in avoiding dragging of the pupillary margin away, and check the strength of the enclavation by slight pull after doing the enclavation. Now release the IOL and bring the forceps out very carefully, caring not to drag the iris, and do not pull it hurriedly, otherwise you may damage the iris in the process. Now follow the same steps to enclave the second haptic. Change the hands, imagine the IOL under the iris and enclave at that position. Do not release the IOL before you see that iris is stuck properly in the claws. If you have threaded 10-0 nylon through the claw, it usually helps for beginners if they are not sure of the enclavation. Now take out the iris claw holding forceps very carefully without dragging the iris with it. At this point also irrigation is off to avoid any iris prolapse. Now clear the OVD behind the IOL, clear vitreous if anything has prolapse, and then do a small surgical PI, which is helpful in avoiding pupillary block glaucoma in the postoperative period. Once you have done all these steps perfectly, what you get is a nice round pupil and well fixated retropupillary fixated iris claw IOL. For more such instructional videos, do subscribe to my YouTube channel and also watch our website phacotraining.org.in. Thank you so much.